Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we are back with another brand new Chap Mei Dino Valley set. There has been quite a few that have come out recently, and in fact I still have one more yet to review. But this time we've got a very cool Mega Roar T-Rex Assault Playset. And this one has a very interesting look to it because we've got ourselves a bit of a larger T-Rex than the last one that we had reviewed. We've also got a vehicle, a human figure, a very interesting looking Schleich-like Quetzalcoatlus, as well as a little bit of like a hill with a nest. So I guess that's for the pterosaur. It's almost like a small mountain with a cave in it and a pterosaur that has like a nest there. There's also a little dino skeleton and then the dino eggs that we often get from Chap Mei. You can see as far as the packaging goes, it's pretty much your standard as far as modern Dino Valley stuff goes. And then here on the back, you can basically see everything that is included in the set all here again shown off, and even, you know, running over here showing you how you would build that skeleton, which we actually have already done that in the past. So I don't know that we'll do that again here because I've already reviewed that small skeleton, you know, previously. But let's go ahead, pop everything out of the box, and then I think we're just going to jump straight to a closer look and check it all out from there. So of course the star of the show is going to be the T-Rex. That's just the way it works. And when it comes to this figure, we have actually reviewed this T-Rex in the past, but we did not review this paint variant. So sculpt wise, we have already taken a look at this T-Rex. I think it was in like the Treehouse set possibly that this one had made its first debut on my channel, but we now have this new paint variant that is out for the T-Rex. And I really do quite like this. Obviously, it's a very stylized look, very Chap Mei-ish. They always have stylized versions of dinosaurs, and this one specifically, again, is pretty darn cool, and especially with the way that has like ridges, like large ridges, which are actually a button to activate the sound feature. But there on the back just gives it such a different look compared to most T-Rex, but it also at the same time has kind of like that vintage old school sort of a look, I would say. So that's pretty fun as well. But again, like I said, already discussed the sculpt and everything in a previous review. The only thing different on this one would be the coloration. One thing you can see, we've got a translucent red tongue in there, so that probably lights up, I would think, in the eyes as well. We'll check that out in a little bit. You can see primarily we have a grayish tone for the body, and that is honestly like the overall coloration running through the entire figure. Outside of that, we do have a very nice green that starts up there right by the nostrils and then runs down here into like the shoulder area before disappearing. And then we've got a dark gray up there on the top that runs down from the snout. Pretty much this, you know, starts in the same spot as the green, and then that runs down and leads out into the tail, but ends before we actually run all the way out into the tail. It sort of stripes down as well, and then you've got this little area of red right there again up on the top, which is actually a button to activate the action feature. Outside of that, the only coloration we have would be the teeth, which are a pretty bright white. So you know, it's not the craziest paint variant, but it's pretty fun. We've also got this very Schleich-like version of a Quetzalcoatlus, and we have reviewed this exact figure, color scheme and all, previously on the channel like a few times, I think, at this point. So it's another figure that I don't believe we really need to go over because we already have, you know, taken a look at this one a few times in the past. But what is cool is for that Quetzalcoatlus, we have this very cool cave and mountain that we have going on here, and up at the top we've got a really nice nest, and I really like this because it feels so old school, so like you know, like 1 million years BC, with the huge pterosaur nest on the top of a very cool hill or mountain or something. Like, that's just really neat. You can see we primarily just have a grayish tone for the mountain. It is really nicely detailed, I will say that. And they have these really cool little things hidden within, like you can see some skulls over here that are hidden. And then over here, actually, those skulls are really weird. They almost look like alien skulls, which is pretty cool, actually. And then over here, you can see we've got a dinosaur that's kind of been fossilized into the mountain, I guess, and obviously like you've got like a leg or a hand or something up here, so it's like already disassembled and very much so on its way to being fossilized, if not already fossilized. And then as you move up, you can see again the detail does look really nice, and then as you move up here you have like a reddish brown tone for the nest itself, and then the eggs are painted out and obviously look to be already hatched potentially. We do have some holes in the nest up here, and I'm not really sure what they're for. I almost feel like maybe there should be like small pterosaurs that you could put in there, but I don't think there's anything like that that's included in the set. Maybe no, definitely not. I thought maybe I had missed something, but I guess not. We do also have this dinosaur skeleton, but as I had mentioned, it's a T-Rex skeleton, a very small one, and we have already assembled this and taken a look at it in the past. But it is a really fun addition, definitely something that kids will enjoy for sure. And then we have our standard accessory pack that you usually have for many different Chap Mei sets. Again, something we've gone over numerous times, as well as the hatching dinos. And you can see those guys, again, are almost like a trademark of Chap Mei sets, I would say. They've been included many times in the past. We also have ourselves the Dino Valley human character here. This guy as well has been in quite a few different sets, and he's always really nicely done. You know, very nice sculpt and fine detail, decent paint apps. He does sport articulation, which you would see you have a swivel in the neck, and you also have the ability to articulate the arms forward and back, and then the legs forward and back, and you can see the legs do move individually. They do not move together. So decent articulation, again, pretty fun human figure. And then we also have a vehicle in this set, which you can see has a very nice reddish coloration to it. I definitely do not remember ever seeing this vehicle in any Chap Mei sets before. Not saying it's not possible that it has appeared, but I don't remember it, and I definitely don't have it. So if it was in a different set, I never acquired it. You can see we've got a red for the vehicle itself, and then a gray for the upper part, as well as a really cool weapon up here on the top. I don't know, yes, it does articulate, so you can turn that weapon, and again, you know, have your guy standing here, maybe turning and shooting at the dinosaur from whatever angle you want, since it does articulate. Again, the wheels work really smoothly, very nicely as per usual. And you also have a little area back here that you can apply a trailer and stuff, so I guess it's kind of interchangeable with other Chap Mei sets. So pretty cool, definitely a fun addition to the set as well. And I've dimmed the lights so that we can show off the light up feature, and we'll of course hear the sounds. So we have that classic Dino Valley old school T-Rex roar, and you can see when you push the button here on the back, the jaws snap shut. We'll do it one more time, actually get a little bit closer. Give you a good look at the fact that the eyes light up, as does the tongue. Obviously the jaw articulates, the arms articulate forward and back. Legs articulate forward and back, and that's really about all you're going to find as far as articulation goes on this figure. But again, I am a fan of that classic old school dinosaur roar. I wouldn't mind seeing something new mixed in once in a while, but considering this T-Rex has a bit of a vintage look, that vintage T-Rex roar works nicely for it. But outside of that, I don't feel like we really need to measure anything, because this set is, you know, primarily mixed with different things that we for the most part have had before, and then we also have a new vehicle and a very cool kind of like mountainous cave system with a nest on top. Those things I don't ever remember being in any sets before, but I don't know that it's anything that really requires a measurement or anything for it. But overall, it is a really fun set. Again, it's another set where Chap Mei just jams a whole bunch of stuff into one set, and you get yourself a pretty cool play set. The T-Rex itself is fun. Again, I like the sculpt. It's very highly detailed, obviously far from accurate, but Chap Mei is not meant to be accurate, so it makes sense. It's totally fine that it's very inaccurate. We don't always need super accurate dinosaurs to have fun with them. And this one, again, sports a pretty nice action feature with the jaw snapping, some sounds, and of course, some articulation. The colors are pretty fun, but nothing over the top amazing. But if you happen to have missed out on the T-Rex in the initial set, that Treehouse set, and you maybe wanted to get a hold of that one, then this is a nice alternative so that you can grab it again in this set. You also have, again, that little mountain with the nest and everything. That's probably my favorite part of this set. I think that would be a really nice piece to include in a display or a diorama or something like that. And again, it's nicely detailed. I like the little hidden things like the skulls and stuff included, and the nest is also quite nice. You do have the pterosaur, which basically looks like the Schleich and it's not really anything amazing, but it's a figure that has been included in numerous different sets in the past. You've got some fun extras like the hatching dinos, the accessory pack, and that little skeleton, stuff that kids will absolutely love and enjoy. And even as an adult collector, those are some pretty fun things that you could include in different, displays, dino toy photography, stuff like that. You've got a human figure, which is pretty much like your standard Chap Mei human figure. I believe we've had him a few different times in the past as well. He's very nicely detailed, very highly detailed and decently painted, and also sports some articulation. And the vehicle is also really cool. It almost reminds me of like a Mad Max sort of vehicle, and that as well has some pretty fun color to it. I like the reddish tones, definitely helping it to stand out and look quite striking. So overall, it's maybe not the most amazing Chap Mei set because there's no new figures outside of like the mountain and vehicle, but like we don't have new species or anything, but it is still a pretty cool version of the T-Rex with a new repainted look, and again, overall a set that's, like I said, jam-packed with stuff. So if you are interested, make sure you check a few different stores. Check Big Lots, Cracker Barrel, Family Dollar, or Dollar General. Those stores are your, I would say, best options for finding Chap Mei, but you just never know. Chap Mei shows up pretty much everywhere, so you never know where you're going to stumble upon this set. But if you can find it, make sure you pick it up because it is pretty fun. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.